to the World Series season, and this is the first game of the NLDS game between the Cardinals and the Nationals from Washington. And it's going to be a great pitching matchup here for you guys. Adam Wainwright facing off against Max Scherzer. The Cardinals had a very good regular season and took the NL Central crown. They will be facing off against the National League East winning Washington Nationals, and you know it's going to be a good series. I'm going to tell you that right now. But let's go ahead and get into this here, and we'll see what happens. And we'll just go ahead and auto fix their lineups there because I don't want to deal with that. And I am not going to be the Cardinals because I am a Cubs fan, and I absolutely despise the Cardinals. I can't bring myself to beat them. Honestly, I feel like I play better with the Nationals. So we'll see if we can get the Nationals a series win here and knock these Cardinals out, just as the Cubs did in real life. Shoot, a long time ago, seems like. All right, Max Scherzer, like I said, on the mound. And I preset these lineups already, so they're all good to go. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and I'll be back after this game one. You guys enjoy.
Why do one of my terriers like a dick?
This is it, and the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
Now on 3-2 to Utley with Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch from Beckett. Call strike 3 and a no-hitter. Josh Beckett for the 21st time in Dodger history. A no-hitter.
Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's game of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Washington Nationals.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. They'll go to work against the American League Cy Young Award winner from 2013, the hard-throwing right-hander Max Scherzer. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. John Jay will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Hit hard back up the middle. And Jay's on base. He's got a base hit.
It's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. You don't want him to get settled out there.
Colton Wong will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First offering on the way. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The next pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Here's the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Here comes a 2-2. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's in the second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
He's ready now. The pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Even for a veteran pitcher, big games like this will bring out the butterflies. You're going to need to settle in here, really work on getting a ground ball.
Jason Hayward will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Now the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in Game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
He's set now to pitch. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, you talk about getting yourself into some early hot water. 3 batters into the ball game, he's already staring at a bases loaded situation. And you have to imagine this cleanup guy's licking his chops right now. And who would have guessed that he'd have this kind of opportunity this early in the game?
Matt Adams will take his cuts now with a big opportunity to give his club the lead here. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
The 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Here he comes on 2-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Desmond for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Comes set, now the pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 1. The Nats coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for Washington looks like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Curveball grounded towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Second baseman,
Yunel Escobar digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. That's right back. And, oh, this is off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
In now is Anthony Rendon as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt or they're going to keep seeing it.
He's set, now the pitch. Hard hit towards center. In there, a base hit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Ryan Zimmerman will step in now. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Full count offering on its way. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Matt Carpenter leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Now here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Ready now on 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
The 1-2. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Now here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Jason Word will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Left fielder, Jason Ward.
First pitch coming. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Ian Desmond will be the batter. Now the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. One 1-0 on the way. A chance here for the second baseman Wong. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Wilson Ramos get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Now here it comes. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now the pitch. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Adam Wainwright will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. First pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Tries to shave the pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Grounded foul off to the right. One, 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
It's been said before, but it is such a benefit to have a guy like this in that number 9 spot. It's like adding one more weapon to the lineup that you don't normally have.
John Jay will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Pause, now the pitch. Well hit to right. But that's a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Colton Wong will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. First pitch on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Jason Hayward will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Men on third with 2 down. He's ready now. The pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
He's set. Now the pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Here's the 1-2. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Zimmerman is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're on top 1-0. Nate McLeod makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. The 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now the 1-1 here to McLeod. And now here's a ball lifted out to center for Jay. And he's got it for the first out. Max Scherzer will stand in for the first time here. Now the first pitch. And now here's another fly ball. This one carrying out to right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
If these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guy down near the bottom of the lineup.
Denard Span will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First offering on the way. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It's thrown away. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Yunel Escobar will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Comes set, now the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
He's ready, now the pitch. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon. The tag, and he is out at third base, cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. Nationals lead 1. They still trail 1-0. Matt Adams will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner towards second. But there to take it is Escobar, and that's a tough out number 1. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One-0 pitch now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Now the 2-0. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Oh, what a great call right there on a 2-0 pitch. He's got this guy thinking fastball, but he breaks out the changeup right there, and he gets him to loft an easy fly ball.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Matt Holliday will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here comes the 1-0. out of play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cards leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Anthony Rendon will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. Now the first pitch. Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Hayward is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
This is a tough read for an outfielder off the bat because the ball's taken the other way and deep. He makes up the difference quickly and is able to range back into the corner and make the play.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Picked up by Peralta. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Hit hard and caught by Adams at first base. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. Johnny Peralta will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Adam Wainwright will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch to him. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. On the ground is short. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play, and a big mistake there. John Jay will dig in here, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
1-1 on the way. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Now the 1-2. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And Span will make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Ian Desmond will stand in to lead things off here. His guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Here's the first offering. A chance here for the second baseman, Wong. And he's retired here, 1 away.
And that's a good guy to take care of on 1 pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Wilson Ramos will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Now here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Oh, you've got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Nate McLeod will try it again. He flew out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Colton Wong will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Colton Wong.
Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's another 1-2. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but it's not even on target. Very potentially dangerous, too.
Here's Matt Adams now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball, maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. From the stretch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. Swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Span comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Yadier Molina will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Now the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Has a look, now the pitch. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
The 0-2 to Molina. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Span is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Max Scherzer will stand in and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th. The Cardinals get the bullpen started here as the right-handers up and warming. First offering on the way. Hit on the ground to shortstop. And Peralta's throw is in time for out number 1.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. That's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
So one away for Denard Span. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And Holliday's got this one, and there are two gone.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Yunel Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him fits out there. On to the 7th here in Game 1. Cards lead it 1-0. Back here at Nationals Park. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Matt Carpenter will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1. And a full count now, 3-2. Here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first down of the inning.
Well, this is a big inning. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Matt Holliday will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now. But to me, he looks good to go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Oquendo, in the third base coaching box. Here comes the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired, 2 gone. Johnny Peralta will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Nationals nothing. Anthony Rendon will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-2 once more. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Here he comes on 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Once again a 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. There's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Steve Cishek will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Peter Borges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 8, Peter Borges.
Ryan Zimmerman will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch coming. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Nobody out, runner on first. From the belt, the pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Stay out of the double play.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Come on now, Nate.
The 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. Peralta for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Jason Worth will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. He's set. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. 1 there. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Peter Borges will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Peter Borges.
Craig Stammen will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Peter Borges will get his first opportunity now.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the left fielder, number 8, Peter Borges.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And now a pitch on the way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Here's another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here's the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. John Jay will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch to him. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here it comes. No swing on the knuckle curve. Even at 1-1. The 1-1 home. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Colton Wong will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Here's the first offering. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here it comes. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And McLeod will make the play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who will make an appearance here. Ian Desmond will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Now the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch on the way. Swung on and rolled towards first. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And digging in the left-handed hitter, Nate McLeod. And here's the first pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 1-0. Jason Hayward will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Casey Jansen come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Jason Hayward will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Jason Hayward.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And now a pitch on the way. And he drops that one in for strike 2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Here comes a 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
This bullpen's picking right up where the starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Matt Adams will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. The next pitch. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
So 1 and 2 with 1 away. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Taken there by Escobar. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Yadier Molina will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, that just get bailed out at the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1 and 2 now. Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. Fouled back. He'll try again. 1-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor Rosenthal is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Pitching and batting in the fifth spot, number 44, Trevor Rosenthal. Now catching and batting in the seventh spot, number 65, Michael.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter here, and it's one with a Hall of Fame pedigree at that, Tony Gwynn Jr.
Tony Gwynn Jr.
First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. On the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there is now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business.
Denard Span will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. First pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And they will not get Gwynn here as he steals second base.
A bit of a gamble right here. Remember, he represents the tying run. But this is a team that won't shy away from taking some chances. And he's into second base here with nobody out.
Here's a 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
2-0 count. The pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. A 2-1 offering. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Smart baseball right there. It's amazing how often this thing gets fouled out. You got the go-ahead run at second base, nobody out. Your first job has to be to get the guy to third base, and he's able to put this ball on the ground to the right side to move that guy up 90 feet and get some high fives in the dugout.
Yunel Escobar will get a chance to tie this thing up here as that equalizer is just 90 feet away. First offering on the way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
Waits, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Come on, Hazel.
He's ready, now the pitch. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out and a runner on third. Now another 1-2. And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the run will score on the sac fly as they've come back to tie things in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, every hitter alive would love to win the game in walk-off style. But first things first, you've got to at least make sure you can get that tying run home. This ball's deep enough to get the job done.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Tanner Roark will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame. Matt Carpenter will take his cuts now.
Leading off for St. Louis, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
And now you're in the 10th inning. I don't think anybody in that visiting dugout expected that we'd still be playing, but you've got to put that bottom of the 9th behind you and get on with it. You can still win this ball game.
Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Here we go, be swingers.
Stepping in now, Michael Ullman trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
That is good execution right there. It's very important when you get to this stage in the ball game, and that's going to get the go-ahead run up to second now with just 1 out. So that'll be worth a few high fives in that dugout, no doubt about it.
Johnny Peralta will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
1-1 pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity's a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Here's Peter Borges standing in as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. The 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Cards leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Seth Maness will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of swings like that in extra innings. Guys go up there thinking, I'm going to take one chance here and see if I can't end this thing right now and be the hero.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And he's retired, 1 away. Jason Worth, yet another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Ian Desmond will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled straight back. Now here it comes. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And the pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Nationals gone in order. Still tied 1 apiece. John Jay will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11.
John Jay.
Now here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. The pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out. Colton Wong will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. In there, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Bends down, and he barehands it. And a great athletic play to get him. Man,
wow. Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. Walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
And this is hit well towards the hole. Taken there by Escobar. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. All tied at 1-1. Wilson Ramos will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. Now the first pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. A stab, and he's got it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Quick outs are the key at this point in the ball game. Save your bullets. You never know how far you're going to have to go.
Nate McLeod will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs here so far. Offensively, that's not the kind of inning you want in a tie ball game. You need to make him work at least a little bit out there.
Tanner Roar will get his first shot at it here. First pitch coming. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Matt Adams will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ball game.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
All right, let's go.
First pitch to him. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Driven the other way out to deep left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. Brandon Moss will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 46, Brandon.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Let's go. Shut him down.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Well onto the outfield grass as he makes the stop. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Matt Carpenter will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Strike him out.
Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. The 1-0. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. All tied at 1-1. Jonathan Broxton will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and he'll need to get 3 outs here to push this game on to the 13th. Denard Span will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. The 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Now a ball flipped out the other way towards short. But right there is Peralta, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into the box, Yunel Escobar. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And there you go. That's the winning run now out there at second base after the double. So the question is, do you put the next guy on, or do you go ahead and pitch to him?
Anthony Rendon will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. The first pitch, way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
With the game on the line here, you got to make sure you're going after strikes. The
0-1. Oh, he's definitely getting the best of this matchup as he fires another fastball past him for strike 2.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to. The great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that two-seamer running in.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. That's hard hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggle.
Here's the first pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they will walk off with Game 1 here at home.
Well, we're talking high drama here in the playoffs. A walk-off win here in the final at-bat. And this place is going crazy right now.
Successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 2-1. So long from Washington.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 2 runs.
Man, that guy's on fire.
All right, guys. Well, what a game that was to open up the NLDS series here. 12-inning ball game that ended with a walk-off hit there by Ryan Zimmerman, scoring Yuno Escobar, who was the player of the game. And rightfully so, he kept that game going and got the Nationals the win here. Tanner Roark shouldn't be shortchanged in this one either. Came in and pitched 3 really good innings of relief. And then also not to be overlooked, Max Scherzer went 7 innings, giving up 1 run over those 7 innings. So a complete team performance here for the Washington Nationals as they defeat the St. Louis Cardinals in this one. Jonathan Broxton, the tough luck loser in this one, honestly should have never been in the game because Trevor Rosenthal should have batted down the save in the 9th. But a clutch leadoff hit by Tony Gwynn Jr., may his father rest in peace, helped the Nationals get on the board and then the National lead and keep that home field advantage going into Game 2 of the series, which will be played, I'm going to probably say Wednesday, on that yet, but we're going to be getting in, Tuesday, because tomorrow night's going to be Indians-Rangers, and then Tuesday is going to be more Washington, St. Louis. So be sure to catch that on here. Postseason's just getting started on here, guys. Come on back for some more. I'm Big Dope 7. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then also don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well. Following this game, probably I would say within the next 20-30 minutes, King Rouse is going to be playing his first NLDS game between the Pirates and the Dodgers. So be sure to catch that coming up. But that's going to go and do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.